Hello, my name is Shaw. Enjoy. Right, let me... yes, of course. Let me just have a closer... No, I knew there was something wrong here, and we're just in the span 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, no, that can't be right. Hang on a minute. Maybe it can be. Now this is very unusual. 29, no, that can't be 29, surely not. Oh, never mind, I was reading the wrong number. 60, yeah, 60, that's about right. But if that's 60, how are we looking for a 4 foot? Blimey, no, that can't be right. I'm trying to set my focus. No, I'm not trying to set them. No. We don't work in inches. No, we do not. It is not accurate enough. We work in centimetres and mil. Even though 8 meters is 26 feet, that's good to know. But we're trying to work out measurements. That measurement there, that 30. No. If it's can't be forward, backward. No, forward. If I'm going backward, is that your forward or is my forward your backward? That should blow my mind. Anyway. Let's put it a bit practically on the mark. Where's the mark? The mark is there. The mark is wrong because that can't be right. That's one. It's 1.6. 1.6 can't be that far. No, surely not. Hang on, the bloody tape measure's gone a bit funky. Right. No. Cannot handle it. Let me just check. From there to there, that would be about 1 meter. Hang on that. Making that there to there. Oh, just shy of half an ounce. 1 meter again. 1 meter. Clock that. So there to there. 120. But that's 120. That can't be. Oh no, it's not. It's 93. If that's going to be 93. We've got to be very careful with the 96. 96. Now, if that's 96, means my math is incorrect. But the distance from there to there is 90. And the distance from there to there, that would surely not. That would solve the infinite energy crisis if that was correct. What about there? What about there? We go 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 80, 76, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. No, 10. 10 can't be right. 10 cannot be right at all. You know why 10 can't be right? Because 10 is the magical, mythical number that not the ancient Greeks. It was even before that, the rules of tens. They thought the calendars were tens, that not Aztecs. It might have been Aztecs. They were here many moons ago. But anyway, if we're going to work in tens, 10 is a nice easy number because it consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But it can't consist of 10 if 10 is the final number and can't consist of 0 because 0 is nothing, and if there is a nothingness, a nothingness can't exist. However, if you were in maybe some kind of parallel dimension and you had a nothingness, maybe nothingness atoms could equate to something, but if you have a nothingness, if I were to fill a glass of water with nothing, it wouldn't be a glass of water, it'd be a glass of nothingness, but that's, the numbers don't add up. You can't have a glass of water of nothingness because you've got the water in it. But if I were to maybe measure the density of water, at the scientific equation would be H2O times mass over density to work out a proper thing, and if that is equal to 10, like the Aztecs predicted, H2O squared, no, H squared O times the power of 10, that would mean I have 10 full glasses of water, and no one can disprove that, because the maths of the tape measure that we do not work in feet. Obviously, we've established we don't work in feet and inches. We always work in mil and grams and centimeters. And if we were to equate 1 gram squared to 1 milliliter squared, 1 milliliter squared of water is 1 by 1, making it a cube of water. But a liquid can't be a cube in this gravitational state unless it's frozen. However, when you freeze water, then it becomes a different state. It becomes a solid form, and everyone knows that when you freeze water, it expands. But does it expand by a factor of 10, maybe 20, maybe 30? I'm not sure, but I know, for example, when you are cooking pasta expands on roughly a 1 to 2 rate, a half increase, or double in size. But if you were to halve something, how can it double in size? We're going into quantum physics there, a realm I know very, very, very little about. Or do I? Well, according to my tape measure has proven that I could know a lot more. For example, when you're cooking rice grows about 2 to 3 times its size. So if you start with 10 grains of rice, they will be the equivalent of about 30 grains of rice if you compare the uncooked rice to the final product. However, calorie or calorific content cannot change because you are simply boiling it, increasing the volume, but keeping a consistent mass. But it's not a consistent mass because when something boils, it fills with water. However, that's not technically true, because if you were to boil an egg, you are just boiling it in its shell. Now, not boiling in this thing, you are just making it a solid mass. Now, that solid mass, would the egg still weigh the same before it was boiled to being after? Because technically the water is not being absorbed by the egg. The water is cooking the contents, and the egg shell is staying a constant, even though it increases temperature, and the boiling water, increasing eggshell temperature, increases internal temperature. That's why the yolk takes the longest to boil, and the whites cook a lot quicker, because the yolk, I'm sure the yolk cooks at a different internal temperature. I believe it's around something like 63 or 65 degrees, but I will have to double check that. But according to my measuring device, 65 degrees. We don't work in Fahrenheit, obviously centigrade, the correct measurement. That would put that there, and that there. But that doesn't fit the scale. You can't consider a boiled egg on the scale of a tape measure, even though it can be measured. But can you truly measure the time? Because I find the best boiled egg is when you have a pan, you just put the egg in, you put maybe a centimetre of cold water in the bottom, and then you put it on the hob, switch the thing on, and you immediately tip boiling water just so it almost covers the egg. You set a timer for exactly 6 minutes, and when you crack that bad boy open, you'll have a lovely runny egg and a nice hard white outer layer, a crack of salt and pepper, and that is a delicious breakfast. If you want to dip in some toast, maybe some toy soldiers, Are they called toy soldiers? No, they are just called dipping soldiers, or soldiers, because a toy soldier is actually a small plastic green man with a gun, and you stand them up, and we know that because of Toy Story, because everyone has seen Toy Story. If you haven't seen Toy Story, are you truly a film enjoyer? Because I doubt it. But what I doubt even more is if you have all 3 Toy Stories, and including the 4th one, which I'm yet to see. So obviously I am not a true film enjoyer. I am only a 3-step enjoyer, even though Toy Story 3 had the perfect endings. But yet again, Toy Story 4 has Keanu Reeves in it, and Keanu Reeves, as we know, is the main star of the Jonathan Wick franchise. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm using his full name because it makes me sound smart. And if you can calculate that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 John Wick films, soon to be 5, and a series. I know there's a Continental series, but never saw the Continental series. I don't think it got very high reviews, but that was on Amazon, and Amazon added adverts to the show, and you have to pay more to get rid of them, and that is an absolute joke. Thank you very much, Jeff Bezos, for raking in even more of our precious earned money. Some of us haven't got that money to throw around. What do you think? I'm making a video about me measuring, rambling on about absolute rubbish, but I'm still yet to be paid for any of it. Well, it's almost like the work is pointless. But what isn't pointless is the distance between that light there and the microphone, and that is exactly 90 centimeters, but that can't be equated into the final result, because the actual bulb is further back and the mic is pushed further forward. And if you can define the microphone tip as the start, or the microphone base, where the cord comes in as the start, personally, I would think the start would be where the cord plugs in, because the end of the microphone is where you speak into. And I know I just bashed that multiple times. Will I factor in myself when I come to edit this video, me editing out the bash or not? I'll probably just dull the track and hope for the best. But on that note, we must get back to measuring, because you are exactly not even COVID distance away. That's at least 6 foot, but it can't be 6 foot because we're working meters. How many times have I said this? Get rid of feet and inches, except, well, maybe in skateboard ramps, because the skateboard Olympics, they use stuff like 6 foot transitions, and that's very easy to work out. However, for example, I can easily disprove this wrong, because if we have 6 foot on the scale, that is 100 and roughly 83 centimeters. Now that's a good measurement. 183. Personally, I go for 180 just to round it off and make it easy, because I don't think 3 centimeters over a almost 2 meter transition would make much difference. However, skaters would disagree, because when you factor in the top pipe again, the circumference of that might have a slight inconsistent measurement. Now, I don't know how big a metal bar is. What are they? 560 mil diameter. Now, I can't confirm or deny that for sure. I'd have to go to a skate park and measure it, but I know they have to be wrapped up with a lot of wax so the skateboarders can slide on them. Because if a skateboarder can't slide down a rail, are they even being railed by the rail, or are they just skating a rail? We'll never know. I find skateboarding extremely fascinating. Now, this is quite an interesting concept, because I have just found that I'm very good at rounding absolute rubbish at a very extraordinarily quick pace while pretending to measure stuff in this room as I record my dialogue. But what's interesting about recording dialogue is that, for example, the microphone I'm using is different to this microphone I'm using. You want to know why? Because it is. Because no microphones, you can't have 2 microphones exactly the same. There will be subtle differences in manufacturing and frequencies, and if a wire is slightly misplaced, then this could cost a company millions of dollars and millions of pounds to fix its mistake, depending on whether the company is from the United States of America or the UK. I don't think there's many UK places, but I know Germany. Germany make a lot of very high quality microphones. For example, Sennheiser. I'm a big fan of the Sennheiser microphones. If I were to put a tape measure from here to the Sennheiser factory, it would be a lot longer than 8 meters, because I believe this tape measure only goes to 8 meters. But if I were to lay a strip of 8-meter tape measures from here to Germany to the Sennheiser office, not office, it'd be either factory or unit base, like Doctor Who unit base. Anyway, if I were to lay a set of tape measures for all 8 meters, I would like someone in the comments below to work out how many tape measures I would need to cover the distance from, let's say, how do I not dox myself? Let's say London. London's a good central place from, where is it? Is Paddington Station the universal measurement? No, it can't be Paddington Station. Luxbridge, no. Anyway, whatever the most central point of London is that is considered the centre of London. If you were to lay a string of tape measures, that was an absolutely appalling sound. Note to myself, edit that sound out. But if I'm telling myself to edit the sound out, and you're watching the video, you'll never know what the actual sound was because I've already edited it out. Or I could just skip the whole thing and skip. When does this video get good, if you know what I mean? Anyway, if I were to lay a string of 8-meter tape measures from London to the main office building for Sennheiser in Germany, let me know down in the comments below, and I will like your comment if you can work it out and get the correct answer. Say work it out, you just plug it into Google Maps and you just draw a straight line, and however many tape measures that be, I will take tape measure distance, and let's make it interesting. Instead of car distance, let's go cycling. If I were to cycle from London to the Sennheiser offices in Germany, how many tape measures would it take on that route? So you have 2 routes, 2 opportunity to score big points. This is going to be not a lottery because you're not winning anything. You're just getting a thumbs up from me in the comments below. Anyway, I believe... Oh, hang on. Do I extend this video another 2 minutes just to ramble on about absolute rubbish? No, I'm not. I'm going to take one final measurement. I'm going to call it a day. Right, one final measurement. And that measurement there would be a whopping 1.8 meters. No, it's not. 1.08 meters. How could I be so foolish? This is why my carpentry skills are terrible, because I can't use a goddamn tape measure. Anyway, that was this video. I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching. Let me know about that tape measure competition thing down below, and I will like your comment. Rightio. Goodbye for now. I hope you have enjoyed this very obscure random video. It's just a bit of fun, just ranting about stuff. I find it quite fun going off on a bit of a trail. I mean, we're going off on a bit of a trail now, and this is not necessarily a disclaimer, but just don't worry, I'm not losing my mind. This is just for entertainment and a bit of fun. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and like I just said previously, see you in the next video. Goodbye for now. Now I'm going to fade out.